So today we're going to talk about 3 tips for beginners for drawing and sketching grass. Now grass, I suppose I should explain, there's something that goes on in the UK in terms of accents north to south in England. Now if you're from the south of England, you will say Bath and you will say castle. Now if you live in the north of England, you'll say grass and you'll say castle. And you'll go, I've got a castle in the bath. Oh no, just say I've got a bath in my castle. As northerners, we're quite easily confused. So this is not about grass. This is about grass. So as often we do on this channel, there's a little bonus tip at the end, which is a cool one. So stay tuned for that. But let's start with tip number 1. So you concentrate on the foreground, and then suggesting it as you go back. So drawing grass is pretty straightforward, right? You just draw every single little blade. Got you. So you've got to come up with, again, a shortcut. You've got to truncate the language of grass on the paper. Now, a lot of people will do this with paint, but when it comes to line work, it's a little bit more of a challenge, because what you're choosing to do with line work is actually either show shadow detail, and that's very complicated in grass, or show the sort of structure. So for tip 2 in drawing grass, I'm going to say choose your heroes. Now, what I mean by that is, there's going to be some elements of the grass that really stand out. Now that might be a little dark bit, a little light bit. It might be some big stalks in the foreground. There might be some tufty bits, but they're going to really help you to tell the story of what's happening in that landscape. So do squint your eyes, look for areas of light and dark, and try and pick up on those little heroes that can help you tell the story. So tip number 3, contours. It's my way of saying like horizons. So if you've got a grass that rolls away from you and it sort of undulates, that's a good word. If it's undulating away from you, now the sort of silhouette of each undulation, you'll be able to see this hopefully in the drawing I'm doing here. Well, the undulations as they go away from you are opportunities to sort of put each layer in silhouette and tell the story. Tell the story of how it gets, as it gets further away, it gets smaller, but also how the contour in the landscape works. So often if you're looking over the horizon, what you're going to have silhouetted on that horizon is whatever the outline of that thing is, whether it's a tree, a person, or a blade of grass. So you can use those contours as you go further back to help you with your sketch. So we've got a bonus tip coming up, and I just wanted to say, obviously this is an abridged version of the video. For a free version for my YouTube crew, there's going to be a slightly longer version on my Patreon channel. You can also view this video ad-free. But yeah, thank you as always for your support, much appreciated. Right, your bonus tip. The bonus tip is don't draw any grass. Crazy, I know. Just leave it as negative space. You know, you don't have to actually fill in every single detail of the drawing, and sometimes a picture is more interesting because you've left that out. Now, if that landscape is quite easy to read, you know, if it's sort of rolling sand dunes or hills, people are going to know it's grass anyway, so the eye will fill that in. But don't feel that you have to put every single detail in again. And play with that. You know, do one where you colour the grass in, you paint it in, go the whole hog, and then do the next sketch and just leave it completely blank. See how you feel about it. Sometimes it works really well to do really simple graphical sketches with no grass in at all. It's definitely worth having a play with. So if you've enjoyed this video, please check out a video I'm going to put somewhere up there that's going to talk a little bit more about foliage and things like that. We'll see you next time for another sketching adventure. Bye bye.